So when I first shot the intro to this video, I forget what happened to it, but I remember telling myself I had to do it again. Haven't got around to it, so I'm doing it now. The K-Truck's out of the heated bay, out of the work bay, and he's parked in the cold side of the garage, waiting while I'm doing other projects. But when I had it out running, I noticed that I wasn't getting heat from the heater. So obviously I probably have an airlock in the heater core, so I made this little device. This is just electrical tape that I taped on to make that the same size as the filler neck for the rad. And it's got a little funnel, gave me about 1.5 feet, 2 feet of head on the to get some pressure. So use that, and it worked great. But you'll see what's to come. You'll see what happened. So this is the engine bay. Well, this is the rad side of the engine bay. Let's get a flashlight. Okay, so here's the bleeder valve. This is the rad cap. The coolant is not much lower than it was when I started, or after I filled it, so but right there. Okay. Yeah, figure out how to fill it, how to top it totally. This is a 10 mil. That bleeder cap is nice. There we go. There. Okay. So that's a 10 mil. Actually. Okay, that's loose enough that I can get a wrench on it. Not a lot of working room there. Okay, I can crack it and close it. Oh, I wish I had just a little bit more room. Oh, I can crack it and close it. Okay, now let's see if that'll fit. Yes, it will. This is my makeshift brake bleeder. Okay, so I want to put this in a clean can so that anything that comes out of there will be reusable. So I have this old, huge stainless steel pot that I keep kicking around. I'll put get some way to anchor that into the back bottom of the pot. I'm gonna clamp it to the side of the bucket. That way I can clamp on the bucket instead of on the hose, and it'll stay put. Okay, good. Now open that. Now we're going to add to here until it flows. We may need to add a little bit of head pressure. one, that's too big. Okay, one video I watched, it was actually I don't know, it sounded like it was over in England. He used a hose and a little bit of electrical tape to get it perfect. See, I think that's, yeah, that's not a good. I've got a funnel on a hose, and I'm using tape. I'm hoping I can get this in there. No. Well, I can get it in close enough to get a good look at what I'm doing. So I need it to be just over 20 mil. There. That works. Okay, so I think the odds of not having any antifreeze on the ground is very low. So I've thrown a bit of cardboard underneath. Okay, it looks like it's full. And I'm kind of stuck with a full funnel. Well, not quite full, but full enough funnel. But I think this works. Okay, this is what I'm going to work with. I got this bucket to catch the overflow. And I've got that hooked up to the bleeder valve. I can bleed it every now and then. I've got a funnel clipped onto here, and because it's nice and comfy in here, I'm going to run that pipe out the door. It's clamped onto the exhaust pipe. It's going to rattle a lot, and I'll have the engine running. And we'll see if we can bleed this coolant. Okay, so we got it running. I got a little bit of head pressure. It's bubbling a bit. There's none coming out of here yet. Oh, there's a big bubble. Turn the fan temp down, the fan volume speed down. Bit of feedback there. Just disappeared. Don't want to keep too much in here because, like I said, there's lots of bubbles coming out here. I expect, hoping for a little bit more coming out that way. My advice is don't put a lot of water in the funnel and have a big funnel. Or sorry, put a lot of coolant in the funnel. Every time I get a bubble it pushes. close that off. Maybe that's where some of my air's coming from. Starting to feel some heat come out of the fan. I'm getting heat coming out of the fan, which I didn't get yesterday. Bring the revs up a little bit. I'm getting nice heat now. Not bad at all. Looks like I got all the air out. Good, all the air's out of that. Like I said, that's not a really nice place for it, but I can tighten it up with the socket once I get that off. Or at least confirm it's tight, I should say. Yeah, it's tight. Okay. Now, we've got this funnel semi-full. Well, that's not semi-full. There's like a tiny bit in it. But let's see if we can make as little mess as possible. Let's bring this down. I bought some clamps. Some hose clamps, and they're from Amazon, and they're absolutely shit. Okay, so wipe off any little splashes up here where it counts. Okay, cap. Never open when hot. Okay, except when you need to. Okay, that's off. When that's shut, that's closed. That's all I opened. I never took that off. I didn't remove any pipes. I think we're back to good. I think I'm happy with that. It seemed good. Okay, so now just waiting, working on other things in the garage. I have a Westphalia from Alberta that is here to do some work on. So that's where I'll be focused for the next little while, and hopefully I get insurance on the K-Truck, and I'll be able to start running around in that, seeing how it is in the snow. Because this morning I was working on fixing my plow for some reason.